Hello everyone, DMC Knows is back, and once again I am D as in David, M as in Mary, C as in Charles, Knows, KNOWS as in Sam at gmail.com. If you have any questions, concerns, or any feedback, anything you'd like to email me and ask or inquire about, or whatever the case may be, feel free to do so. And today I am coming to you to speak on one of my favorite subjects, which is health. And I'd like to just share once again with you guys some knowledge on health, the body. And today I'm going to speak on cleansing. There are so many ailments out here, and especially obesity is so prevalent, and diabetes, a lot of different ailments are so prevalent today, and so many people are just of lack of knowledge, do not know. They go to the doctor, they go to so many resources, so many holistic doctors, physicians, herbologists to get and seek answers online, Googling, whatever the case may be, to find answers. Yesterday, I was at an affair and I was talking to a couple who were really in this deep conversation. They had something in common where they both realized that they had thyroid issues, and they also were slightly anemic. And these people were talking about their experiences and the two different types of people. Of course, when I say that, meaning their blood types, and that may be foreign to you right now, but as you stay tuned to me later in some of my videos, I will speak on that. Just follow me, and feel free, by the way, to pass this information on and email this YouTube to your friends, your family, associates, loved ones, whoever they may be, to share the information, because that is the only way we can get information out. I, of course, will give it to you, and you distribute it and disperse it to those people that you feel may, and then those you're not even sure, just send it out and share the information. So yesterday the subject matter was talking about thyroid issues and the immune system, and what these two particular women had realized, that the doctors had given them, told them that their immune system, their thyroid, and the anemia that they both had, slightly anemia, which means the body does not produce enough blood based on what the medical terminology says that we should have in our body. And when that happens and the body does not have enough blood circulating in the body, that means that sometimes we have symptoms that we have cold feet, cold hands, we get cold very easy, our immune system is low. And some people, out of not knowing, think anemia means we lack iron, or it means that our blood is not strong. So hopefully I shared a little information with you. And so knowing, saying all that, they were speaking on a vitamin deficiency that they realized that they both had. The vitamin deficiency, of course, most of us know it as iron. It's not always iron for everyone, but sometimes it is. But for the most case, especially in certain ethnic cultures, the lack of vitamin D and A, and most females especially lack vitamin A, vitamin D. A lot of us lack potassium, because especially when we birth children, it depletes our potassium, because the organs are made up of 70% potassium. And because our children, when we birth kids, they of course deplete that from us. And a lot of times also potassium is very essential, because when you have the correct amount of potassium in the body, what it does, it keeps the heart beating where it should be. And if the heart is beating correctly and the potassium is where it should be in the levels in the body, then the heart is going to pump the blood where it should go to. And if the heart is pumping correctly and properly, then it's going to be strength. If there's a lack of potassium, your potassium low, with some of the symptoms, not all the time, is what some people call Charlie horses, also known as poor blood circulation or cramps. And a lot of people start shaking that body part, whatever it is, but sometimes you're usually lacking potassium, and which keeps the organs very strong. And the best form of potassium to take, and of course, I'm going to say this is a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor first and foremost, but I am a very knowledgeable person from lots of 20 years of researching and my own body being my own, as I would say, guinea pig or experiment. So, and as well as helping and consulting other people, I have done this for the last 10 years. So, to say all that, I'm saying with the potassium and most of your vitamin deficiency, the best source, of course, is the food. To eat the proper foods, to have it. But sometimes we can't always get it in the foods because we're ripping and running and we're going to our different places. We don't take out the time to eat correctly. Because actually, a person should eat every 2 to 3 hours, small meals, and it should be healthy meals with all these vitamins that a lot of times the body requires, which is your vitamin A, your vitamin D, your iron, your vitamin C, your vitamin E, your B complex, your folic acid, your magnesium and calcium, and then your minerals. And we have to be careful with minerals. So you have to make sure that you're balanced and you're eating properly. And this is the reason a lot of people are ill today. The immune system is low because we go, 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 and we forgot to take care of our bodies and our health. Without your health, what do you have? You need your health in order to operate and go through your day-to-day functions in your life. But if you don't take care of that, then who is? Because this is the body. My body, of course, is the body that I need to operate in. And without this body and without a mind and be able to speak and to do things, then how am I going to function? So I personally believe health is the first and foremost, most essential element of this earth that I think people should take care of when it comes to their livelihood. Because if you don't have your health, I mean, it's really a hindrance and it can cause other setbacks and other issues. Now back to the potassium, the vitamins that I just mentioned, just a few, and I will get into things further as time goes. The best form to take is in a liquid form, and something that body will absorb. And most vitamins have what you call a transporter, which means that you need two vitamins to take together to transport the other so the body will absorb it correctly. And then there's also a certain amount of milligrams that we should be taking on a day-to-day basis. A lot of us will get vitamin C. We take the 500 milligrams of the store sells vitamin C in the stores, little pills, and we take 500. Well, based on your age and how weak or strong your immune system is, will really determine what you should be taking. And usually after a certain age, being the age of 35, we should actually be having a minimum of 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. And vitamin C is supposed to be taken with iron. And of course, don't take my word for being the Bible. Research for yourself and go Google and say, what does vitamin C does to the body? What does vitamin C does to the body? How should vitamin C be taken? What does iron do to the body? How should it be taken? Just check yourself. So, in saying all that, potassium can be given in a liquid form, and there's certain types of potassium, but you cannot overdo potassium because you have to know that your body doesn't have an overabundance of potassium. Because if you have certain ailments, you really not should be take you shouldn't be taking potassium. A few of the elements that people require potassium when they have high blood pressure, because the medication that they give you depletes your potassium. So the doctor gives you a prescription for potassium, and then you have asthmatic patients who takes asthmatic medication, and supposedly, I'm not saying this is the Bible once again, I'm following the disclaimer, that when a person is asthmatic and they have been on medication for a long time, usually over 5 or 6 years, and they're taking the medication, a lot of times they see symptoms of impotence, impotency with their male organ, which is from supposedly the medication, some medications. And a lot of times some of these ailments that you have that you were not born with can be reversed. Not all the time, but sometimes they can. And a lot of us go with this disclaimer that it's hereditary. My father had it, my mother had it, my grandfather had it, so I have it. No, that's not the case. The reason you have it, and it is considered hereditary, because you have not done anything about it to reverse it or to change it so that you will not be the same candidate, live the same life that your previous family members have, because you have not done anything about it. So the key is to do something about it, okay? And also, very important, water is very important. Water, water, water. Just like we get up and we take our showers and our baths, we clean our hands and our face, we cleanse our exterior. Well, we have to cleanse our interior too. And remember, whenever you come in and go out the house or whatever you do, always wash your hands. The more you wash your hands, you're ridding germs because we touch a lot of things unconsciously throughout the day. People sneeze and things that come through our nose and our mouths and get into our bodies, our eyes, and any openings that they may have. So it's very important to wash your hands, as simple as it may sound. Every time you hit the house, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Okay, keep sanitizers in the car, whatever it is, alcohol pads, wipes, whatever works for you. That's very important. So when I was going back to the water, whenever you're taking water intake, based on as long as you're not a person that's on dialysis or you have kidney problems, but for the most case, a healthy body or person that is trying to prevent from having things, your body should be, take your weight, if you're 100 pounds, you should take your weight divided by that 2, which is 50 ounces, and that's how much water you should be drinking a day. The rule of thumb, as a lot of us know, is 8 glasses a day. Well, 8 glasses a day does not the proper amount of water for everybody. Some of us are heavier, some of us are dehydrated, some of us require more water because of our diet. If you have a high carb diet or a high diet of fried foods and foods that are not that healthy, or you sweat a lot and you're working out a lot, well, you're depleting your water. And of course, the more you work out, you're depleting your potassium level. You have to put it back in. What comes out needs to be put back in, and what comes in you so far as eating foods need to come out of the colon. So the key is cleansing, and so we're going to cleanse our outside, taking bath, shower, cleansing our body. Then we need to cleanse our insides, and that's what we're not doing. We depend on people, the doctors, medical society, to tell us about the body that we've been living in all our lives. We are so dependent, and we're no longer researching that is really ridiculous, and I just don't understand it for the life of me. We will get a job, master our job, master the subject, become a subject matter in our job because of the monetary reward that we're getting, or whatever the reward is. But when it comes to our health, we don't know anything. And this is your body, my body, that I have lived in all of my life. I know it better than anyone. I know the symptoms. I know what makes me feel good, what makes me feel bad. I know when I eat something that just doesn't do right. I know things, then I go to someone else, never seen before, which is nothing wrong with that because sometimes we have to. But what I'm saying, we've gotten so accustomed to it becomes habit that we no longer try to understand the minor things that we should be able to do, like cleanse our body, wash the inside. The first thing in the morning when you get up, it should go in your stomach. People drink coffee, tea, and that's great if that's what you like. However, the first thing should go in your body is water. Clear water. Drink a glass of water, and not too cold, because when you drink cold drinks with ice, it is a chilling system, and the body has a certain temperature it was made to be, which is the temperature that we all know, 96.3. So it's supposed to be like that all the time, which makes a healthy immune system. So when we drink these ice cold drinks all the time, we're chilling our system. When we're chilling our system all the time and constantly drinking cold water, drinking on ice, chewing on ice, we're bringing our body temperature down. And when you bring your body temperature down, you are weakening your immune system. There's a reason God created us this way, but all this is lack of knowledge. So you take your body weight divided by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you should drink a day. That's a simple thing. Then you start cleansing your body. You have to cleanse your body. Every season our body should be cleansed. You know, you should do your colon, work on your colon, then you work on your pancreas, then you work on your kidney, you work on your liver, you work on your lungs, you work on your heart, oh, the mind. Once you do all of that in the liver, then the mind becomes cleansed. We have so many cases of people with mental problems, bipolar. Well, actually, that's really a sign of a really toxic liver, because the liver controls the mind, and it makes it moody in the body, and it keeps it balanced. So hopefully this information I've given you today is helpful. And I'll go back to the vitamin D that I didn't finish. Actually, over a certain age of 30 to 35 years, we should be having at least no less than 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D a day. It keeps the immune system strong. It keeps the thyroid balanced. It keeps a lot of things in the body healthy, and a lot of us lack those things. We usually lacking potassium, A, D, and excuse me for that little blackout. And these are things I can tell you, I can recommend to you where to get these vitamin D's and these vitamins in high potency that is really good and has a great history being really good for the body. Of course, email me dmcknows@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to, if any way I can help you, and put a telephone number or contact number if you like, or your email address, and I'll direct you and tell you, advise you or consult you of what some things that will really be healthy for the body and how you start cleansing process. And a lot of the ailments come from a toxic body, and we have to detox the body. So if you put junk in the body, the junk needs to come out. And if you're not having bowel movements of at least a minimum of 2 times a day, 2 to 4 times a day. Actually, every time you eat, maybe an hour later, 45 minutes later, after the food digests, it takes food 45 minutes to digest from the time you've eaten, for the bowels to remove the old food. The colon, people don't even know this, the colon is at least a minimum of 10 feet long, and it's in the body. So we have years of things that have accumulated in the colon that needs to come out. So most of the ailments comes from things that are stored in the body, that stick in the body, and it has to come out, and we have to cleanse our body, and then we'll see our skin clear, we'll see our mind be more prevalent, healthy, more energy, and we won't be 30 looking like we're 50, or it causes us to age fast, and everything escalates when we do not take care of the body. So, saying all that, I'm just sharing a little bit with you. I will get into other vitamins, other deficiencies as time goes based on my knowledge, and then I'll get into health, working out, fitness. Also, by the way, I'm a licensed real estate broker. I will be talking about real estate, how to buy, and the procedures to take, some of the things and tips that you can do to make it your transaction easier. And I'll talk about flipping properties. Flipping means to buy and sell. I'll tell you how to hold properties, rent them. I'll tell you how to rehab properties. I'm a licensed general contractor, and the name is DMC Improvement. And kind of like a subject matter person, not a subject matter expert. I'm a subject matter person. So, thanks again for listening. I hope I've been helpful. And once again, share this, pass it on to everybody you know, and you never know who we can be helpful to. Let's share our knowledge. Don't be stingy. Someone helped you, someone helped me. Let's pass it on and do something different. And if you're already doing it, just keep doing it and add to. Remember, never take away from someone's life, add to it. Remember, never take away from someone's life, add to it. Try to be an added value. Stay positive, pleasant energies, be blessed, be successful, and think positive, and think great things, and smile and laugh, and just stay beautiful, you people, beautiful. Thanks again, and have a great evening. And remember, everything you do and think, you can do it. You can do it. Bye for now.